Hey guys, my name is Kachi. How you guys doing? It's great to be here again. I was here 2 days ago. I came to do a review of what the Barbers Connect is gonna be like this year. I came to give like a general review of our plans, our goals for 2021. And this Friday, tomorrow to be precise, we'll be having Barbers Connect Okoko. And on Saturday, we'll be having Barbers Connect Itire. For those who were following us, you will see that I took out time to really explain the direction that this year's Barbers Connect was going to take, because we felt like it's important for us as a people to, as much as we can, follow through with the COVID-19 guideline that has been given by government, and also take personal responsibility for ourselves and our lives, and not to be involved in a situation where we'll find ourselves very tight and not being able to save ourselves. Because right now the COVID-19 is real. I must say, for as people, for those who don't believe it is, I think they need to begin to look deeper into it and find a way to really get this thing to work. So today I'm going to be having a conversation with somebody very interesting. His name is JK the Barber. He's one of our partners. He's one of our partners. Somebody who so much believes in Nigeria. He believes so much in the things that we are doing, and today we are going to be having a conversation with him around what's going on in the world, around what's going on as a barber. He's going to be sharing with us how the barbering industry has been in the UK, of course, what are the challenges that they are facing, and of course what has happened in that industry since COVID-19. We're going to be having that conversation with him. I'm going to be adding him up in a bit. All right. Good evening.
Hey, Kale, I'm learning some Yoruba now.
Wow, awesome.
Okay.
That's amazing. I'm doing great.
Good.
That's awesome. I'm glad. You pronounced it very great. I must say, Ekale.
Kale, come on, I've been around Nigerians all my life, bro. So I learned the lingo quick.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I came to the shop to do a little bit of clean up, have a little bit of trim.
Awesome.
So, just came to the shop. Missed the shop, so just came to the shop just to hang about.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine how it has been for you guys. Being on the second lockdown and all. How has it been? Let's just get into this conversation. So, guys. Okay. I have JK the Barber here. Last year, JK supported the Barbers Connect Nigeria, gave us papers to give to some of our competition winners. I must say thank you so much for that. JK is a celebrity barber, and of course his barber shop is in Northwest London. He's one of our partners, our friend, and today we are just going to be having a conversation around the barbering industry, projections and plans and all. So JK, let's meet you. Let our audience meet you.
Okay. What you don't know?
Just tell us about yourself, what you do, what you're doing and all. Yeah, let's just.
So we have a shop, a hairdressers and barber salon in Edgware, Northwest London. I've been here 5 years now. I've been qualified 5 years. So I came out of college and opened the shop straight away. I got into barbering late, so a lot of people didn't want to take me on because I was too old into barbering, So I just thought, I'm going to open my own shop. I'm not going to have no bosses. I'm going to open my own shop. I've been here 5 years. We've got some great clients. And right now I'm just using the time to improve the business when we reopen. We're relaunching our new app, new booking system, some new products we've got coming out. I'm just focusing on that, really, using that time to progressively use this time, so I can, when we reopen, we're ready to go.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us, what are the opportunities? Because I know barbing is huge. As much as I know, of course, my elder bro King Ogunremi he does amazingly great. So what are the
King is a legend.
opportunities? What are the opportunities in that industry? Maybe for somebody who is looking up to you guys and probably want to get into that trade. What are the opportunities in that industry?
So obviously, the beautiful thing about barbering is you can go around the world. You can go anywhere in the world and cut hair. And it doesn't matter. You can cut white hair, black hair, Asian hair, Oriental hair. You can cut hair anywhere in the world. So it's a trade that you can take with you everywhere. In the UK, there's so many opportunities, man. You can go to different shops. You can rent a chair. Big up King for joining. You can run your own business. I mean, look, I opened a business straight out of college. You know, so there's opportunities here because we're not regulated. If it was in America, you have to be regulated. So in America, you have to have a license, and the license is per state. It's about $20,000 or $15,000 per state. So right now, while the UK is not regulated, there's opportunity for everybody to come here, make money, barber, educate, get better. It's a great industry, bro. Like, you get paid to talk all day and just chill and be your own boss, and it's the best job in the world. It's not a job.
Yeah, awesome. I know before COVID-19, it was easier for people to just walk into the barber shop and get their trims on, and of course have conversation, because the barber shop is actually where all kinds of people come into, the medical doctors, the nurses, people just come in and you have conversation, politicians, all kind of people come in. So how has this COVID-19 affect you as a person and also as an industry?
So before COVID-19, I always did appointments anyway. So I've always been appointments. I was the first person in this area to bring appointments 5 years ago. King will tell you, because I've been on to King for ages about doing appointments. Just because I like my structure that way. But pre-COVID-19, post-COVID-19 now, you have to have appointments. You have to keep people's data. And bro, let me tell you, I mean, without having the barbers or the hairdressers, people's mental health is crazy right now. Barbers need to be open. People need to talk to their stylists, to their barbers, to their hairdressers. The suicide rate is up because they've got no one to talk to. People come and tell us things that they would never tell their mum or their father or their brother or their sister. Like, as barbers, we're like therapists.
Yeah,
so they come and tell us things which is unjudgmental. We don't judge. We just give advice. And it's almost like confessions in the church. You come and say what you want to say, and then you go, and you just feel like you've just got it off your chest, and it's good. I'm happy now. I've told someone, So, and I genuinely believe, if the barbers were open throughout this campaign, we would have less suicide rates for sure, because they can come and talk to their barbers or their hairdressers or their nail technicians or whoever, but I believe as barbers, we could have helped or could have stopped a lot of mental health and suicide rates this year for sure.
Awesome. You guys live in a system, you live in a society where you have systems and structures, things work, unlike those of us in Africa. So I want you to just give me like an insight. What are the guidelines, government guidelines for barbershop, especially in times like this? What are the guidelines that the government has put in place
to enable
you guys to stop?
We have to wear a mask and visor. You have to sanitize, wash your hands, make sure the client sanitize, wash their hands, wear disposable gowns. Gloves are optional, not compulsory. That's the compulsory measures. You have to make sure you have people's data on the database. Other than that, that's the only measures they've given us. But then you can add additional measures, like I wear gloves, things like that. So it's entirely up to you if you want to add more to it. But the official guidelines is mask and visor, sanitize your hands, make sure everybody takes their details, and if you want to add temperature checks and things like that, you can add all these extra things you want.
Awesome. I was also looking at because in Nigeria, for example, you can walk into a barber shop and say you want to get a trim on, you want to get your hair done and all of those things. For your system, do you have issues with clients resisting to follow through with the measures, with the government measure in place? Do you have clients like that?
Of course, of course. There's a lot of people that they don't want to comply with track and trace. But what people have to understand is track and trace is only relevant if someone tests positive and gives the information of the barbershop, right?
Yeah.
Now, we've been doing appointments from before COVID-19. So technically, you've been track and tracing in my shop for 5 years. I can go back 5 years and tell you when the last time you came and got a haircut. You know, so we've had this system in place for 5 years. So people do resist it. People don't want to wear masks. They don't want to come and give their information. And I guess it's down to the common sense of the barber or the shop to decide whether they want to still give them a service. Because at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their opinion. If they don't want to wear the PPE or the masks or give the information, it's entirely up to them. I personally don't think you should refuse their haircut, personally. Just because it's their human right to decide that.
Yeah, I also think that it's we need to also begin to take personal responsibilities for these things. We don't need to, beyond what the government are telling us, I feel that people should also take personal responsibility to ensuring that they do not they don't get to test positive to COVID. So I need to know, since the lockdown, we had the first, and I'm sure you guys are in the second wave right now. What are the government doing to support businesses like yours?
I think as a shop owner, I'm blessed. You know, the government, I can't fault them in terms of being a shop owner. They've helped out a lot of businesses. However, there's a lot of barbers, as King will tell you, who rent chairs, right? Or who are on commission. Now, these barbers, they have nothing. There's no support for them. There's no government grant. There's no, all they can get is universal credit, which is £96 a week. So imagine if you was a barber renting a chair and you were making £1,000 a week, and all of a sudden you're living a lifestyle that's costing you £300-400 a week. All of a sudden COVID comes in and says, well, you're not a business, you can only get £96 a week. So now as an individual, you have to bring your lifestyle down to only earn and live on £96 a week. So as I'm blessed and I'm so thankful the government helped business owners, but to my team and to other members of teams from other shops, they're all struggling. And that's why you see a lot of barbers and hairdressers cutting hair now privately, because they have to. You know, they have to cut hair. They don't have an option because the government can't help those. So there's a gray area where those people are not covered. But as a business owner, we're covered. So I'm happy, I'm thankful, you know, by the grace of God, they're helping the businesses. But for the smaller people who are just renting chairs and who are not a business owner, don't have the lease on the shop, they're in trouble. They don't have no income. They have £96 a week. And as you know, £96 a week in this world is nothing. Yeah. You know, this costs £1.19. So if this is £1.19 out of your £96 a week, you know what I'm saying, where are you going?
It's crazy. Crazy. Wow, awesome. I know you're friends with King. I'm sure you guys are quite close. I'm sure, I don't know, you guys probably would have been talking about Africa and of course what we are doing here. What are your thoughts on the industry, like going forward? Do you have any kind of thought about the barbering industry in Africa? Do you look forward to coming to Africa?
There is so many talented barbers in Africa, man. I get so many people tag me all the time. And it's funny, I met King a few years ago and we just connected. We just really connected. He met my son, my nephew. He's just a great guy. King's just a great guy. So we connected, and when he told me he's doing a barber show in Nigeria and what he's doing, I had, we have to get some clippers. So we went and got some clippers and donated. I was like, that to me is massive, because, you know, like I was saying the other day, people are going to go mad when I say this. You look at someone like Anthony Joshua, right, who is a Nigerian boy.
Yeah.
I don't feel personally he does anything or enough for Nigeria, right? So for me, I think if you can give back to your culture and you can elevate those barbers and you can show those barbers, look, I'm born in Nigeria, but I have a shop in London and I'm making good money. I have a business. You're inspiring them, and if you can give them back a machine, you know, like to us a clipper might be £100, which might be nothing to us, but to them it's big.
Absolutely.
So when King was showing me what he was doing and how much money he invested in in the clippers, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I've never seen anyone do this. Like, nobody. Everybody does things for themselves. And the generosity that he was giving back to Nigeria was crazy. And so when I saw that, I was like, nah, I need to be involved. He showed me the videos. We went live last year.
Yeah.
I was blown by the talent from some of the barbers and, you know, the winners. So yeah, 2021, we were hoping to come there this year, but obviously with what's happened, it's crazy. But me and King are definitely going to be in Nigeria 2022, or maybe end of 2021. We'll see if we can come out there. And maybe what he's doing will inspire other places in Africa. You know, I've got friends in Zambia, I've got friends in Ghana. Maybe it will inspire that we can do Barber Connect Africa, you know, all over Africa, because there ain't, people need to understand there is talent there. There is some talented barbers there, hungry barbers, you know. So let's give them an opportunity. Let's give them inspiration. Let's supply them some barbering kits. You know, it's like, as barbers, we go through machines all the time, but no one thinks, yo, let me give them to someone who needs them, who's coming up. Let me send them abroad. So when I met King and he was like, yo, I'm taking all these machines, I was like, wow, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to go to Nigeria, to the show, spend time there with the people. And I want to go work in some of the shops. I want to go work in the shops. I want to be with the locals. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel what they go through every day. You know, I want to do that kind of stuff. So for me, Nigeria is on the plan for 2021 or 2022, whenever we can go. Whenever King says we're going, we're going. You know, King's my boss. When he says we're going, we're out there. So, and hopefully, you know, with this live and more support this year, maybe we can have some more barbers come out with us, you know. Back in the day, before I became a barber, I used to do celebrity management. And I used to bring a lot of celebrities to Africa, musicians, R&B stars. So maybe we can do the same thing with barbering, you know, bring some of the big barbers in the world and bring them to Nigeria, you know, because in Nigeria, they must watch YouTube and see some of the big barbers on YouTube. So we fly them from America and we bring them to Nigeria, you know, like it would just make someone's dream to see these barbers, you know, and it's something that we can see every day, but they can't see that every day. Someone said, can we ask questions? Of course you can ask questions. Please, of course.
Please, you can. Just drop your questions.
Yeah, so the plan is definitely to go to Nigeria. And the plan, I think, you know, hopefully will be to maybe do more shows in Nigeria. You know, maybe not once a year. Maybe, I think me and King was talking before about doing a few, you know, shows a year. And so, yeah, we definitely want to do some more. Definitely.
Yeah, that's going to be like a massive collaboration, and I'm very sure that the guys here are going to be looking forward to that. They were excited last year. They were super excited. They've not seen anything like that before. So we brought it, and then it was fire. Now tomorrow we are going to be having. We are not going to be having it the way we had it last year, because we had like a health talk. We had people come on to talk about the health and safety of barbers, not just cutting of hair and all that. We needed to be sure that the health and safety of that barber is also in check. So this year we are not going to be doing contact meetings like we did last year, because we are also trying to follow through with the COVID-19 guidelines. So what we did was to produce hand sanitizers. We had to brand it, hand sanitizers, hand wash. We also did a COVID-19 floor, what's it called now? Floor sticker. Yeah. We have to produce these as well to give out to these guys. So we are doing it in 2 locations. Tomorrow we produce a lot of face mask and all those things that will also help them to keep their barber shop.
King showed me some of the PPE that they're bringing. I was like, wow, like. It's crazy how, you know, this time last year, PPE wasn't really a big thing in our minds, right? And so, if PPE is so easy to get here, imagine how hard it is to get in parts of Africa, right, or parts of the world in general. So there must be people in Nigeria who are struggling for PPE, but still have to work, still have to cut hair. So when he was telling me about he's sending out the face mask, he's sending hand sanitizer and gowns. Again, listen, King, let me take my hat off to King. He's gone one step ahead again. You know, last year was clippers and helping with the clippers. This year, he's helping with the hygienic side of Nigeria, because, again, there's people in Nigeria that could do it, but maybe they don't. But King is doing it from the UK, you know, and he's not doing it because he has to. He's doing it because he wants to. He wants to help his hometown, his home people. So it's massive that this year they get the PPE, and I'm so happy that King has definitely got them the PPE and hand sanitizer, because you might not be able to get it out there.
Yeah, and the truth is, it's quite expensive now. A lot of things just went up because of COVID-19. So the normal thing that you get lesser in the market now goes like triple the price, but still we're able to still. So there's a question for you here. There's a question. How did you get into the industry, and how would you compare the roadmap to having your own shop, your own barber shop back then to currently?
So I got into the industry late. I got into it at 35. I'm 41 now. I got into it late. I did a course. I learned when I was in prison. I came out and I said, well, you know, I want to change my way and change my life. And so that's what I did. I opened a barber shop. I would say, me personally, and I told this to everybody, if you can open a shop, go and open a shop. You know, don't work for nobody. Like, I haven't worked for anybody since I was 21 years old. I teach my son the same principles. Don't be a slave to somebody else's environment. You know, go and work for yourself. Go rent a small chair somewhere. And when I say own a shop, let me show something to you quickly. So, like, to me, this is a shop. When you rent a chair, that's your shop. When you rent that chair, that's your shop. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to have your name above the door to have a shop. So for me, I tell people, go and rent a chair. Treat that chair as your business. Make sure you go and open your own shop, your own business. When you work for someone and someone pays you a day rate, let's say, argument's sake, if I pay you £100 a day, but you're going to make me £300 a day, that's greedy. And there's people that do that. Don't get me wrong, there's people that do that. But I would rather you pay me £100 a week and you make £1,000 a week for yourself. You know, so I always believe that if you can get into the industry, don't be scared to go on your own and be your own boss. And when I came into the industry, I had no help. There was no one trying to help me on the come up, in that sense. So what I know now, I can share to people coming up. And that's why it's important to help someone coming into the game, how they can get it, what's the best clippers to buy, what not to spend money on. You know, like, I learned the hard way by spending a lot of money on things I didn't need to. So now I can educate and say, well, look, don't buy that. Don't do that. Save yourself some money. And that's what I think me and King are going to try and do, is the education side of it, is to teach people how it doesn't matter where you are in the world. The same principles apply. You could be in Nigeria, you could be India, you could be Africa. It doesn't matter where you are. The principles apply the same way. You know, you can still be your own boss from your own house. You know, and so COVID has taught you that. COVID has taught you that you need to have a business acumen to this business, because you have to make money while COVID's there somehow.
Yeah. Awesome. What do you like for you now? I know a lot of Nigerians are possibly going to see this later on, and we are going to be sharing it also for them to see, to know that we had a conversation with you. What do you have to say to these young and upcoming Nigerian barbers who are looking up to you guys, who are on Instagram, checking through and wanting to be like you guys? What are you going to be saying to them as we wrap up the show?
For me, I would say follow the barbers who are going to inspire you, but who will also help you. So follow people like King. There's a guy here called Dialacart Jr., Dialacart Barbers. He's another one who's an unbelievable educator and will help aspiring barbers. So follow barbers who you can learn from, but also you can reach out to. There's a lot of barbers that people follow, and when you message them, they don't want to talk to you. They're too big. So follow the right barbers. Keep progressing. Keep practicing. You know, if you don't have a client, buy one of the doll heads. Practice on your friends and family. Message us. Talk to us. And like I said, keep pushing. So 2022 is going to be our year for barbering. I think 2021 is definitely a tough year for barbering, but 2022, hopefully we'll be able to see a new development of barbers coming through from all around the world, you know. But my Nigerian brothers, I hope that you watch this video, you go and follow some people, inspire yourself, message me anytime you like. I'm always on my phone. I sleep with my phone, so I'm always with my phone, so we can always communicate.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm excited even for this thing that you just said. So we are going to be looking forward to meeting you. Of course, we are going to be looking forward.
I can't wait. Honestly, I have a friend. He lives in Abuja. I want to go meet him there. So yeah, I can't wait to come out there, man, and just experience everything about barbering.
Yeah,
everything.
It's going to be a tour. Really, it's going to be revolutionary. I'm very sure it's going to change the way people see barbing. It's going to change the perception people have about that industry. I know it's massive. I know it's huge. Looking at what you guys are doing, and if we can bring all of those.
I don't know about in Africa, but here there used to be a stigma that barbering doesn't make money and that barbering isn't successful. And if you're a barber, you're just a barber. But I want people to understand that even if they're in Nigeria and there's no money in Nigeria or wherever they are in the world, there's money in barbering. There's money in barbering. And so when people tell you that it's just not a good job or you can't make money, you can make money. You can be a good barber. You can make successful money. So I don't want people to be disheartened that, you know, if they're in Nigeria and they haven't got access to things, it's going to come. You know, King is definitely going to make this happen. Next year, we're going to bring some more clippers, or whenever King wants, we're going to bring more clippers, more tools, and we're going to do some workshops. You know, we're going to work with them and educate.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I remember last year when he came to Nigeria, we inaugurated like an academy. We graduated 11 students actually. We have one of our team member who is in somewhere in Lagos. They call him, is a local area, like, you know, because we decided to go into the grassroots. We didn't want to just go to the big cities and all. So we inaugurated an academy where we graduated 11 students. They all got their clippers also last year to go and start. And I'm sure as we begin to plan towards getting you to come to Nigeria, we might begin to have like some educational part of barbing, the theoretical part of it. It could be live Zoom meetings and all, so that we can educate these guys to prepare them to know that this industry, they are going to take it seriously. And they have got to also understand that if he can make you guys strong and big, he can also make them very, very big.
And you know, for me, like, a lot of people think that barbering is all about cutting hair. It really isn't. You know, barbering is everything about not cutting hair. It's how you are behind your chair, your manner, your behavior, your professionalism, how your station looks, the tools you use. So a lot of people can cut hair, but they don't have customer service. They're not presentable. So we can teach them all of these things. You know, like we teach them all, because that's the difference between being a good barber or a great barber.
Yeah.
You know, so and that's the difference between getting a little tip or a big tip. You know, so these are all the differences in barbering that, you know, we'll come out there and we'll teach them. And I'm going to learn from them for sure. I'm definitely going to learn from them.
Definitely.
100%.
Thank you so much. It's been an interesting session. We'll be going to Okoko tomorrow, and on Saturday we'll be rounding off in Itire. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm super excited. Thank you so much. My regards to your family.
Odaro. Good evening.
All right.
My pleasure. Anytime anyone wants to communicate, just hit me up on the DMs.
All right, no problem. I will do that.
Bro. Cool. See you later, bro.